welcome back to another episode of Brews with Brianna. I am Brianna, and today's brew is chamomile lavender probiotic tea with a little bit of cream added to it. So this video is going to be super quick because today was supposed to be a recovery self-care day, and I am behind on the self-care portion of the day. I spent majority of the day recovering, as in sleep, and everything else is now, I'm catching up with everything else, and so I'm trying to get everything done. All the self-care stuff, hence the hair, hence me gotta do, nails and all this other bullshit that has to be done. Anyways, thank you for the topics. I asked for a topic to speak on because I kind of didn't have anything planned for this week, and you guys came through the topics. I did choose three, and I will say next time I ask for something, I'll be more specific because I was just getting things, and it was just kind of like, you must think I have all the time in the world because there's no way to break this down, and but that's on me. But the three topics I did choose were building friendships, the downside of being an entrepreneur, and what's the third one? Shit, I'm gonna have to look that up. What was the third one? Oh, damn it! Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Oh, not stretching yourself thin. How not to stretch yourself thin. There were some honorable mentions, some that I was just like, what, huh? It's some that I just knew, some topics that I know absolutely nothing about. That's, so if I didn't choose your topic, it was either too much for me to elaborate on or it's something I knew like nothing about. So first topic, building friendships. So I'm going to take this in the opposite direction. Because I am not great at building friendships. I let things happen organically, naturally, and therefore most times I let things come to me unless I have a feeling that I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to know this person. Okay, I'm supposed to speak with this person. Okay, I'm supposed to like give this person some form of my energy. Like when it feels organic, when it feels like I'm supposed to, like when my spirit is like, Brianna, you need to engage with this person. That's when I do it. So it's very, 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 seldom that's happened. Um, just recently at my current job, I did make a couple friends, and one in particular that I know her personality is just very like bam, bam, bam. That's how it usually goes with me. Like I usually attract like extroverted people. Friendships, relationships, it's always like somebody extroverted, and I don't know why that is, but it's cool. It works. Um, Anyways, I want to go in the opposite direction. Since I'm not great at building friendships, I want to more so talk about maintaining friendships, which is something that I should have asked them before I, spoke on this, but I feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I'm good about checking in, visiting in person because the two closest friends I have now in particular, one I've known since 2010, since we were in culinary school together, and the other one I'd known since 2014, and we were working in Washington State together. And we're still friends to this day throughout the traveling, throughout marriage, throughout kids. Um, and me being like the one that bounces around the most, I've been able to, okay, I'm going to be in this state and I'm going to be driving through your state, or I can make a detour in your state or whatever. Let's link up. Let's do this. Let's do that. So I've been able to maintain my friendships through distance, over time, through conversation. Just it's been, and because we know each other and because you have to assess whether your friendship is either low maintenance or high maintenance, and that all depends on the people too. That makes a difference as well, because both of my friends are very like independent women and have their own lives and have their own things going on. It makes it easier. Like we're not looking to check in with each other every day. It's just like if that happens, that's what happens. Sometimes there's periods where we don't hear from one another, and then we catch up, and it's just like no time has passed, but nobody's like, girl, I haven't heard from you and such, where, da, 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 da. It's usually if we haven't reached out to another, or if another hasn't heard from us, it's like, hey, I know it's been a minute. I had this, and this going on, but I just wanted to make sure that you're okay. Like, we find the time to ask those questions, to be involved, and to, in the process of that, uplift each other, motivate one another, inspire one another. We laugh. I know they got my stories for days on stupid shit I've done, and just like, who knows? I don't even know. But like, I feel like the two close friends that I have, like they've met my family. I don't know if one's been to, I don't know, but they've met my family. They've been around for quite a while, and they've known the ups and downs of my life, and me theirs, and we've guided each other through. Been an ear, been a shoulder, been everything. And so I think, like, especially with distance, especially if you're not around your close friends, I guess this is more tips on how to maintain those friendships. Um, when you're thinking about them, send them little, like, because I get TikToks and reels and all this stuff, I get tagged and stuff, and it's just like, okay, we may not be talking about anything, but here's this, I'm thinking of you, or this reminded me of you, or I know you would find this funny, or something like that. Little things like that, little like voice notes. I'm good for a good voice note. I love leaving voice notes. I'd rather do that over text, because then you get to feel my full emotion. You get to understand what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. Or read text, or it's just like, I don't know, people live lives. And when you have it, what I have greatly appreciated and learned in having my friends is that because they're low maintenance, life is like, I don't know, it just works. I don't know that I've ever had like a high maintenance friend that was just like, no, I have that you need to like constantly be there, constantly provide um attention. Like, if you're not around in the physical, like, it becomes an issue, because they need, and some people do, they need that physical presence. So no hate or anything like that, but my two closest friends have stuck around, and I remind them, there's times periodically where I'm like, hey, thank you for being this wonderful person. Thank you for loving me through all my flaws, through all this, madness, through this craziness. Because I genuinely feel like that. Because I don't feel like I'm a lot, but then times I do feel like I'm a lot. So I just like to, let them know that I am thankful and appreciative of their friendship. So in maintaining friendships, when you want to keep something going, when you want to keep something, when it's worth keeping around, you put in the work. And like I said, that work includes just any type of communication, every week, every month, however you want to, like it, just to let your person know that, hey, this is what's going on, this, I'm thinking about you, this is what's going on with me, how are you, checking in emotionally, spiritually, how are you physically, mentally, you know what I mean, just finding out where they are, how you can help, always be willing to help. And yeah, just knowing where your friends are as far as, high maintenance and low maintenance, and where your energy is able to, what your energy is able to provide for those people. Yeah. So I wanted to speak on that, because I was like, I'm not great at building friendships. I can't speak on that, but I can speak on maintaining, because like one, it's been like 11, 12 years, and the other one, it's been close to like 10. So it's, yeah. And losing friends, of course, you weren't speaking on this, but losing friends along the way is absolutely normal. Not everybody is meant to share your journey. You're not meant to share theirs. So, let what needs to fall, and, don't let time be something that keeps you in toxic situations. I've learned that too. Like, don't let the time that you have with a person keep you somewhere that is going to drain you of your energy, and it is not going to be worth your peace or your time. All right, second topic, the downfalls of entrepreneurship. Awesome topic, something I can, definitely speak on. Second year going in. You definitely have to be persistent. You definitely have to believe in you. Nobody is going to believe in you for you. You have to believe in you. because entrepreneurship isn't just a quick takeoff. For some people, it might be, but for most, it is not. And so you're still going to have to work a regular job to support yourself and your dreams of your business and being an entrepreneur. Um, and there are days when it is just like, it is all you have is your dream, your your goals of entrepreneurship that keep you from just like losing your mind, along with other things. But overall, it's like for most, well, for me, you have that goal that's just like, okay, this is where I want to be. This is, I don't want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. This is where I want the next 10 years of my life to go. This is what I want the next 10 years to look like, or however many years, whatever. Um, for me, having entrepreneurship and having the business is just kind of like in doing this and expanding in ways that I never thought I would. It's what motivates me and keeps me going, in the outside world. It keeps me keeping my shit together, because it's like, it's what I want is bigger than all of this. It's just a moment in time. What I want is bigger than this. Um, so downsides, working the 9 to 5, being broke on and off, um, not having the support that you think you would have. And I had to learn that as well, that like, just because everything ain't for everybody, right? And even if the people are close to you that you want them, you want that support because they're, your aces, your ride or dies or whatever, it doesn't mean that you're always going to get it, because everything isn't for everybody. So it shouldn't just be expected, right? Appreciate people, the ones close to you, for what the little that they do as far as your business is concerned. But don't just be like, why don't you get it? Why don't you do it? Like, it's this, it's that. You don't see the vision. Yeah. That's a downside. Another downside, trying to explain something to people, trying to explain your vision to people, trying to build something and just have people, staring at you like, yeah, this isn't, no, you need this, you need that, you need to leave this alone and, step into the real world. You deal, I don't know. It's, unless you're surrounding yourself with other people who dream big, who dream of more than just a certain way of living, it can get kind of, you can get kind of, down and just like, da da da. But that's again where I said you have to believe in you. You have to understand what you're capable of, because nobody really understands but you. So yeah, you're gonna have to be your biggest supporter, your biggest advocate. You're gonna have to push yourself super hard, not to just want to like fall in line with everything else just because it's easy, because entrepreneurship, there's nothing easy about it. It's you and your ideas. It's you talking to the people, promoting them, searching for those opportunities that will get you into places, get you into better positions. It's you. So there is no person to fall back on. It's you. You have nobody to blame but you. So yeah, entrepreneurship is it's like a lone wolf thing, kind of. I don't know. Like, that's why it's important to surround yourself with, like-minded people. Um or even when it comes to social media, just follow a bunch of pages of people with their small businesses, with their large businesses. Um, Watch how they're promoting things, what, businesses that they promote as well. And just kind of find your tribe in that. Because you'll find each other. Like, I've had moments where people wanted to collaborate with, because I wasn't, I'm like, I don't know how this works on the business end. I don't know how, da, 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 like all this different stuff. Like, at the time, I was just like, I don't know, da, da, da. But you give it time and you find your tribe. The right people will come to you, and it'll be fine. But it's downsides are financial, mental, emotional, can be physical, depending on what the business is that you're trying to get off the ground. So it can be a lot more, but if you're tired of the 9 to 5 grind, if you want something for your own, it's what is that? I can't even speak. I'm so tired. It's good for your spiritual. Like it's oh, I can't think of the word right now. But it feeds your spirit. That feeds your spirit. Even like the amount of work that you're putting in can be long and hard, but you know at the end of the day it is for it'll make you, it's not wasted time, you know what I mean? Whereas for some jobs, you know, you're just like, why am I doing this? Like, it's just to pay a bill, it's just to da da da. But you to do something that really like excites your soul, feeds your soul, makes you feel good like all over. Yeah. Okay, and the last question, how not to stretch, not question, but topic, how not to stretch yourself thin. And the simple answer for that is say no. If you don't want to do it, if you don't have the time, if you say no. 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 Like just no. That's and I know some people are, you know, and I'm one of those people that I like to help people. I like to do things, but sometimes you literally just can't. And hopefully, you know, the people you're saying no to can understand, hey, I mentally can't, I'm not here today. Emotionally, I'm not here, I can't. If I try to, it's not going to benefit you or I, and it's just not going to be good all around. So no, don't stretch yourself thin if you don't have to. It just, because that catches up with you, and when it does, all those people that you said yes for usually don't care. So don't take that on yourself unless you really are like just about that life where it's just like I gotta be doing something, helping somebody here, there, everywhere, all the time. You know, somebody always needs me. You need yourself too. I know we're in the era of like self-care and just prioritizing yourself. That doesn't mean you don't, you know, you shun people away or you don't help at all, but make sure you're okay. You can't pour from an empty cup. And I know that's like an old saying that we've heard for years and years and years, but it is the truth. And more people are finding that out every day through therapy and all these other things. Don't stress yourself thin because you can't pour from an empty cup. And if you're not pouring into yourself and nobody else is, you're no good to anybody, anyways. So, or, you know, specifically yourself. So say no.